Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Trace and I am bringing you a new moon in Cancer reading. Nice little spread that I'm going to do with my beautiful Wisdom of the Owl Tarot. I thought I'd do it together with you. It's a beautiful introspective kind of spread. The new moon in Cancer is gentle. It's restorative time, inviting you to turn inward and to reconnect with your emotional core and the sense of home. I go on and on my channel about how beautiful Capricorn is in the home, that lovely sympathetic energy, the intuitive energy that encourages focused intentions and healing, belonging to emotional safety. And that is self-care for yourself and self-care for the next circle, which is your home, which is your close family and friends. So it's time to use the moon to honor your needs and to trust your instincts. And let's cultivate these spaces right now by building authentic, emotionally aligned answers. So I'm going to do a nice spread with my beautiful deck, and let's see what comes up, and let's see how we can all grow together. Just remember, this is a collective reading, so I am pulling a spread on answers for all of us, not just for personal for yourself, or it's if you've got anybody that's battling out there in your home and your family that need a little bit of help. Let's see how you can protect yourself and your loved ones in this moon cycle. So let's ask that question, the first question: how can I protect myself in all ways during the moon cycle? How can I protect myself in all ways? How can I cultivate sanctuary for myself in this moon cycle? What old family beliefs need to be healed? Now that's the big thing, because we've got lots of ancestral trauma that we bring through to maybe our next generation that's come from the generation before. So what old family beliefs need to be healed? And then what old patterns need examining from our family? And then I thought I'd ask, how can I honor these needs? So how can I bring that into my life right now and honor them? And then how can I feel at my home in my body so that the next circle benefit from our beautiful channeling, healing energy that I'm doing on myself? So this is obviously asking yourself this question. So let's do one more shuffle. I invite my guides, your guides, angel spirits and guides into our reading to give us some lovely tips and healing messages that come through from the energy that we're pulling in right now. So close your eyes and just invite your angels and your spirit guides in right now to this reading to help you get these answers and how you can be more happy and healthy in your own body. All right, so let's leave the cards. I'm going to put them over here. And the first card is, how can I protect myself in all ways during this moon cycle? Oh, we've got the Magician. Oh, I love this, because how you can protect yourself is to actually be your own hands-on kind of person. Magician is the first card in the Major Arcana, and it's giving us that power. It's that journey that you go on, that you have everything around you that you can cultivate and use for yourself. You've got to the stage in your life where you've actually don't realize how much experience you have. You know, when you go for a job interview and they say, oh no, you need experience, but you can't get the job unless you have experience. So this is telling you, but you have the experience. So how you protect yourself through this moon cycle is remember what you've learned along the way, emotionally, mentally, what you've actually walked the path as, and what you've learned. And that's how you can protect yourself along this moon cycle. That's the Magician card. Number 2, how can I cultivate a sanctuary for myself? So how can I make myself feel safe? Oh, you've got the Death card. Now, please don't be afraid of this card. This card is telling you that you can let go of your old habits. So let's say you are bringing through habits and as we said before, those ancestral repeats that you have. Maybe you're in a pattern of really worrying about tomorrow. Where am I going to get that money from? How am I going to go into my old age with nothing? How am I going to get from A to B? How am I going to pay those bills? How am I going to put my children through university or through school? How am I going to get food on the table? It's just all those things that go on all around and around in your head. And this question is, how can I cultivate a sanctuary for yourself? Well, you stop that. You change, you make a change, because the change can't happen if you are still stuck in the old way of believing and feeling that you're not deserving, or you're believing that you have got this imposter syndrome in your own life. You've got the experience. Here is the first card. How can you protect yourself? By understanding that you have everything that you need. Nobody else can take that away from you. And another Major Arcana here, the Death card, is saying, please put that aside now. Put aside the routines and the repeat lessons that you've gone over and over and over, putting you in the space of despair, of heartbreak, bringing in the same lessons over and over again. And that sanctuary for yourself is leaving that behind now, because you do not need that in your life anymore. Card number 3, what old family beliefs need to be healed? And you've got the Page of Pentacles. Now, this is very interesting, because the Page of Pentacles is a card to say that you are going on a journey of self-discovery. You are now being more of an entrepreneur. You have to do something in a certain way. And this bringing in with a family belief, what old family beliefs need to be healed. Perhaps you've been told that you will only get through life if you do this specific adventure, or you're living somebody else's dream. Let's say you've got a very, very, very dominant parent that has said to you, you only can follow in my footsteps, or your parent has pushed you in an area in your life, and you're now in your 40s or 50s, and you so stayed in your ways in that area that you think, I could have been something else, but I followed the instruction of my parents, of my family, of that lineage, and I never explored my own journey. So this is what's saying is, what old beliefs need to be healed? It's that pattern of, you have to become a lawyer, you have to become a banker, you have to become a doctor, because that's what this family did. So this is saying to you now, you can break that. And here's your card to say it. You can break those old beliefs that need to be healed. I'm going quite fast, but I'll round it up at the end. 4th card, what old family patterns need examining? Oh, look at that. You've got the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is particularly a card of being the hero, having to do everything for everybody else. That old pattern is to jump in head first, jump in feet first, jump in to get everything done, always be on the go, always having something to do. And this comes with this card too, because laziness is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that, oh no, you can't be lazy. You are not productive if you're sitting around and thinking, or you must just walk it off. If you've injured yourself, you have to just walk it off. Or if you're really, really tired in a day and you're wanting to just regroup. As the world goes on, there is such a more compassionate way of living. There's this new way of not smacking your children like you used to, giving them a hiding. There's all this abuse that we all went through as children that is now becoming almost like a court case to go to. So this is the old pattern that needs examining. Just be brave. Just do it. Just go ahead. You must just go ahead and do it. Pull yourself together. And that is what this card is saying. That is the old pattern that needs examining, because you're a human being. You can't keep on doing something over and over again if it's causing you heartbreak. Phew, number 5. How can I honor my needs right now? And you've got the 3 of Wands. Now, the 3 of Wands is a card to say that there is a bigger picture. Don't change anything right now for you. It's a card to say, just hang in there. So how can you honor your needs right now? Identify what they are. Sit here and say to yourself, gosh, I actually am in a bit of a pattern. I am in that same pattern. I'm going around and around, because the 3 of Wands is saying to you that you can honor your needs right now by just pausing. Listen to what your life needs. It's coming. You've built your life in a specific way. Let's say that this change is so prolific for you that you've realized that you have to break these old patterns. But you have to also have that pause in between the next step. And this is what this card is saying to you. It's next to your death card. Yes, there must be a change, but there must be a change in everything that you have been passed, things that have been passed down. Because this is the new moon in Cancer, it's very much that sense of home, emotional core kind of energy. It's encouraging you to get your intentions focused on healing and belonging. So where do you feel emotionally safe? Where do you feel that self-care is needed? So take this time. This is now, how can you honor your needs? Take this time to honor those needs before you sign anything, before you move on anywhere, before you make any decisions. Because these 2 cards are very important for you to heal from, this Knight of Wands and this Page of Pentacles, that repeat pattern of just do it, just get on with life. Just do it. And you know what happens is, by the time you're 50 or 60, you think, what have I done with my life? I got married because I had to, because it was the thing to do, the next thing to do in life, the wedding ceremony. But you have the wedding ceremony, but you don't think about the marriage. And then your marriage is not exactly what you thought it was. And then having children. And then you've got this situation with the children, or you've gone into a career that you've been pushed into, and that wasn't what you thought it was. So if that change is coming to you now and you have to honor that, that is the pause you need to take right now, because that is where you will find the answers, and that's where you find the belonging. and the comfort in this space, because this is a take space kind of card. So that is how you honor your needs right now. And then the last card, how can I feel more at home in my own body? Oh my golly gosh, we've got the King of Cups. And look at this beautiful king. The King of Cups is the top of the food chain in your emotional life. It's the card that says to you, disconnect from what everybody else is saying around you. Get back to what you are. Get back to everything that you've been longing for inside of you. Be stable in that and just live your life, because the King of Cups does not follow anybody else's rules. He doesn't worry about what anybody tells him emotionally. He is in control of his own emotions. That's what kings are. Kings are in control of their own emotions. They don't bring in that fear energy. You can see the king looking our way and going, I am totally in control here. I am stable. I am sitting on this island all on my own. I don't have to disconnect from my emotions. I can nurture myself. I can look after the people around me because I'm so safe. I am feeling safe. I'm heard. I belong. And that's self-care. So how can you feel more at home in your body? Be it. Be this king. Be this king's energy. It is wonderful energy. And in this energy, you are valuing relationships. You're not pushing people around. You're kinder to yourself. You're kinder to them. And this is knowing how to get yourself ahead. So in this energy of how can I feel like I'm home in my own body, you be of service to your own heart. This is a real heart-centered king. You've got the beautiful Ace of Cups here. You be of service to your own heart. And you have that solid boundary of the leader of who you are. So that is how you feel at home in your own body. You're 100% in your own heart. You feel like if people are taking advantage of you, you're not receiving that energy exchange of your own. You say no. You put a boundary up. Just don't say yes because you want to be pleasing people. This is a card to say, all this is happening from your family beliefs, from family patterns. This is a card to say, I am standing firm in who I am. I don't have to say yes. I do not want to be miserable one more day longer. And if you notice that this is happening between this old family patterns that you need to examine, take this energy of this king here, because that's not being over selfish. It's not being oversensitive. You're showing up for yourself in your life. And you're putting your life first, because then the next circle starts. And if you've watched my July Taroscopes, the zodiacs for each sign, that was the major thing this month, that you start with yourself. So it's a good idea to take a step back here, look at the bigger picture. Don't get caught up in emotions. Don't get caught up in anything. Believe that you have everything you need. Believe that you have everything in place. There's no judgment here. What you've been told, how to step up and just get on with it. It doesn't matter about your dreams, is null and void here. Take this moment to understand what needs changing in your life, what needs to be moved over, and then you know that this is how you honor your own body. I love that. I love that so much. Now, Cancer is the sign of this month, okay? And pearls are the perfect partner for the new moon in Cancer. So if you've got any pearls around, cleanse them. They protect you with against negative energy, and they promote emotional healing. That's one stone you can use. Rose quartz is another one for loving energy. And just try and do some rituals. The new moons are always about initiating, and this is the first card that came out. How can I protect myself in all ways during this moon cycle? You can now write your goals down. Put it on paper. You initiate, what's the word I'm looking for? You motivate yourself in that direction. I have to just think about that for a sec. Gosh, I went blank there for a second. You set intentions. And this is the Magician card that is alchemizing things into gold. So you set intentions, and that's how you protect yourself during this moon cycle, because now you are shifting everything. You're making the change. You're writing your intentions down. This is what I want for the next cycle in my life. And you believe in it. Give yourself the kindness to get there. Give yourself the kindness to have the pause. And also, if you're on this page and you know what it is to link with something higher than yourself, put the prayers out there. Put yourself out there and know and trust and believe that this is your life and this is what you can start with, your center, and you move out from there. Have a happy new moon in Cancer, and I'll chat to you soon.